Settle in. I've got 4 stories for you tonight, all pulled directly from Reddit. True accounts from people who just needed somewhere to share.
I'm standing in front of the mirror, my hair and makeup artists buzzing around me, when my phone buzzes with a text from Gabby's mom, and my heart sinks. It's 12:30 p.m., just hours before I'm about to walk down the aisle and marry the love of my life. I'm trying to process the fact that Gabby, my childhood best friend of 20 years, has essentially abandoned me on my wedding day. I think back to all the times Gabby has canceled plans at the last minute, using her health issues as an excuse, and how I've always been understanding, never making her feel bad about it. But this is different. This is my wedding day, and she's not even going to show up. I feel a wave of anger wash over me, followed by a deep sadness. I'm devastated. As I try to compose myself, I remember all the times Gabby promised me she'd be there for me, no matter what. She said she'd be at my wedding, even if she had to come in a hospital bed. But now, it seems like that was all just a lie. I'm furious with her, but at the same time, I'm trying to understand why she would do this to me. Gabby's mom's text says they'll be there, but not for long, because Gabby is sick. I don't even respond, I just let it sit there, trying to process my emotions. I'm about to get married, and my best friend is not going to be there to celebrate with me. It's a painful feeling, like a hole in my chest. The ceremony is a blur, but as my husband and I are getting ready to walk into the reception, he takes my hand and tells me that Gabby and her family aren't there. My heart breaks all over again. I feel like I've been punched in the gut. I'm shocked, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. This is classic Gabby behavior. It's been 6 months since the wedding, and I still haven't heard from Gabby. No congratulations, no apology, nothing. It's like she's just disappeared from my life. And do you know what she said next? Nothing. Complete radio silence. It's like she's trying to erase our 20-year friendship from her memory. I miss her, I really do. I find myself wanting to text her all the time, but then I remember how she treated me on my wedding day. I realize that I deserve better than a friend who can so carelessly hurt me. It's time for me to move on, to focus on the people who actually care about me. I'm still healing, but I'm getting there. And as I look back on that day, I realize that I'm not just mourning the loss of our friendship, I'm also celebrating the love and happiness that I've found with my husband. As I reflect on everything that's happened, I'm left with one question: how could someone who was once so close to me cause me so much pain? But I know that I'll never have the answer to that question, and it's time for me to let go. I'm taking back control of my life, and I'm closing the chapter on our friendship. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And as I do, I feel a sense of peace wash over me, a sense of closure. I'm finally free to move on, to focus on the people and relationships that truly matter to me.
Okay, story number 2. And while you're listening, drop a comment. Who was right in that last one? I genuinely want to know what you think.
I'm standing at the park, watching my 3-year-old daughter play on the swings, and I feel a wave of physical nausea wash over me as I'm forced to call out her name. It's like a punch to the gut every single time. My wife's family had been so insistent on naming her after her grandmother, who had passed away a year before, and I had agreed to it, trying to be a supportive husband, but now I'm left feeling resentful, like I've lost a part of my connection to my kid before she was even born. As I look at my daughter, I'm reminded of the countless times I've had to come up with nicknames for her: Bean, Bug, anything to avoid using her actual name. It's become a habit, a coping mechanism to deal with the discomfort I feel whenever I have to say it out loud. And do you know what she said next? Daddy, push me higher. Her little voice pierces through my thoughts, and for a moment, I forget about the name, about the anxiety it brings, but it's short-lived, as the feeling of nausea returns, like a constant reminder of my inner turmoil. I think back to when my wife was pregnant, and her family was going on and on about how much it would mean to them to name the baby after her grandmother. I was trying to be supportive, but deep down, I was furious, feeling like I was being steamrolled into a decision that didn't feel right for me. And now, 3 years later, I'm left to deal with the consequences. The resentment is eating me alive, making me feel like I'm trapped in a never-ending cycle of guilt and anxiety. As I watch my daughter play, I'm struck by how much she's her own person, with her own unique personality and quirks, and yet, her family constantly talks about how she looks just like the grandmother, like she's a replacement, or a ghost. It makes me want to scream, to shout from the rooftops that she's her own person, with her own story to tell. I feel devastated, like I've failed her in some way, by not being able to give her a name that feels true to who she is. The thought of a legal name change crosses my mind, but the potential fallout is overwhelming. I imagine the family drama, the arguments, the tears. It's a daunting prospect, one that makes me want to disappear. But as I look at my daughter, I know that I have to do what's best for her, even if it means facing my fears and anxieties head-on. I take a deep breath, feeling a sense of determination wash over me. I may not be able to change the past, but I can work towards a future where my daughter feels seen and heard, where she knows that she's loved and valued, no matter what her name is. And as I watch her play, I feel a sense of peace settle over me, a sense of resolve. I may not be able to say her name without feeling a pang of discomfort, but I can be there for her, always, and that's all that truly matters.
Story number 3 coming up. Quick thing, if you haven't liked the video yet, now's a good time. It really does help. Okay, this next one.
I'm sitting here, staring at the email on my screen, and I'm still in disbelief. It's like my heart is racing, and I can barely process what I'm reading. I've just been offered a job at a big tech company, with a salary of $135,000 per year, and I get to live in my dream city. I'm talking about a place I've always wanted to call home, with its vibrant culture, stunning architecture, and endless opportunities. It's like a dream come true. As I read through the email, I'm feeling a mix of emotions. I'm excited, I'm relieved, I'm grateful, but most of all, I'm just happy. I did an internship in this role previously, and I loved every minute of it. The work, the people, the travel, it was all just so incredible. And now I get to do it all again, but this time, as a full-time employee. It's like I'm on top of the world. But here's the thing. I don't have many people to share this news with. My family, well, let's just say they're not exactly in a stable place right now. There's a lot of addiction and financial instability, and I know that as soon as I tell them about the job, they'll start asking me for money. It's like they'll see me as a way to solve their problems, rather than being happy for me. And my friends, well, I don't have many, and the ones I do have aren't exactly in the same place in life as me. They're struggling to make ends meet, and I know they wouldn't want to hear about my good fortune. It's like I'm ashamed to share my happiness with them. So I'm turning to this subreddit r/TrueOffMyChest, because I just needed to tell someone, anyone, about this amazing opportunity. I know it's not exactly what this subreddit is for, but I just needed to get it off my chest, to share my excitement and my relief with someone, anyone, who might understand. And do you know what she said next, or rather, what I'm saying to myself? That I deserve this, that I've worked hard for it, and I should be proud of myself, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to let this feeling of happiness wash over me. I'm going to allow myself to be proud, to be excited, to be grateful, because I know that I've earned it. And to anyone who might be reading this, I just want to say, never give up on your dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem, because you never know when opportunity might come knocking, and when it does, you'll be ready. As I sit here, reflecting on this journey, I realize that it's not just about the job, or the money, or the location. It's about the sense of fulfillment, of purpose, of belonging. It's about finding something that makes you feel alive, and pursuing it with every fiber of your being. And for me, that something is this job, this company, this city. It's like I've found my home, my passion, my reason for being. And so, I'm going to cherish this moment, this feeling. I'm going to hold on to it, and never let it go, because it's mine, and it's worth fighting for.
Before we continue, if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. These stories drop regularly and they only get better. Okay, let's go.
I'm sitting here, staring at the tattoo of her artwork on my arm, feeling utterly devastated. My world has been turned upside down. Just last week, my partner of 5 years dropped a bombshell on me. She's been in contact with someone else for months, and she wants to separate to see where it goes with them. I'm still trying to process it all. How could she do this to me, to us? We were planning our future together, buying a house, building a life, and she was secretly pursuing someone else. I keep thinking about all the moments we shared, the laughter, the adventures, and now it's all tainted by her betrayal. I feel furious, but at the same time, I'm heartbroken. It's like my heart is being ripped into a million pieces. She was my everything, my safe haven, and now she's gone. I'm left here, alone, trying to pick up the pieces of my shattered heart. And do you know what she said next? That she told me before it progressed into physical cheating, as if that's supposed to make it better, but it doesn't, it only makes it worse. We have 2 beautiful cats, and every time I look at them, I'm reminded of her, of us. Our life together was amazing, or so I thought. I'm a musician, and my band's new album is all about my love for her. It's like she's infused in every single song, every single note. She even did the artwork for the album, so her presence is everywhere. It's like I'm haunted by her memory. I feel like I'm losing my mind, like I'm drowning in a sea of emotions, and I don't know how to keep my head above water. I'm trying to figure out how to move on, but it's hard when every single thing reminds me of her. I'm still in love with her, even after what she's done, and that's the hardest part. I feel shocked, like I've been living in a dream world, and now I've been slapped back to reality. How do people bounce back from something like this? Do they just wake up one day and decide to move on? I don't know. All I know is that I need to find a way to heal, to mend my broken heart. As I sit here, surrounded by the memories of our life together, I'm trying to find the strength to let go, to move on. It's not going to be easy, but I know I have to try. I'll start by taking things one day at a time, by focusing on my music, my friends, and my family. I'll try to find solace in the things that bring me joy, and slowly but surely, I'll start to rebuild my life. It's a long and difficult road ahead, but I'm determined to come out stronger, to find a way to love again, and to learn to love myself. And as I look back on our relationship, I realize that it's not the end of the world, it's just the end of a chapter. And I'm ready to start writing the next one.
And that's all for tonight. If any of these stories resonated with you, you know what to do. Sleep well.